Snails on the road, some smashed by cars and bicycles. Still can't run by them indifferently. I tear them off from the asphalt, push them aside, interfere with their karma. I'm really afraid of them bypassing me. Mom's silk dress, brown with polka dots. I used to hold on to it before I was born. I used to count the dots, but did not finish counting. Like acacia petals they are in the ground, they. It seems I've experienced all kinds of feelings. I no longer desire people applauding, a locket with a lock of hair, a knight to fall in love with me, and a gold cage for a talking parrot in which I could sing, stroking, including against fur, shoes with heels. Instead of counting polka dots, I'm dialing letters slowly in an old-fashioned phone dial, and it helps to annihilate senselessness. I no longer desire many things that I used to long for so much. I no longer need the sea, foreign countries, a home, some time of music. I can do without it altogether. I no longer want to learn languages, to meet interesting people, live like a fancy hetero or a noble ascetic. I no longer need children, feel more distant from them and closer to the meaningless internet isolation. I no longer buy those books that I was dreaming about, delicious that I could not afford to buy. I no longer get nosebleeds from playing the flute. Great passions are all in the past. Nothing grandiose under the sun will take place. Knowing and understanding also seems like a breach of privacy. I no longer desire to love God with an open heart. I don't doubt His existence. I don't observe His commandments. Don't look for new stars on the shoulder straps of my greatcoat. Don't wait for a boldly arriving spring. When I jump in the river from a bridge that I often see in my dreams, looking for my symbolic rebirth, diving back into the amniotic fluid surrounding the embryo, going back into the womb and getting baptized again. I desire only to feel I am alive and water is washing over my soul.
After you have apportioned the bones, you will be made to restore the ox, though cow parsley and nettle tops shine through faster than you'd expect the toppled spoil. Where you walk above the sealed portals, willow, farmed for garden furniture, teems into and exerts the light. That is, from heavy epic, it provides a manageable gloss, or makes a digest of the land. But after you dole out the bones, they come round looking for the ox.
Kas liktų, jei iš Homero epų išmestum visus karus ir žmones? A girl in a white dress in the Europe Square runs around those gravestones on which architects should have written the Constitution, or at least Symphony No. 9, but we left room for graffiti and sentient skateboards. I watch her from a terrace, from high above, even though it's cold and the wind dazzles her hair, angrily jostling my dishes, as though it wanted to soak Eratos' clothes in my cool soup. I'm reading the poetry of my friends. I know them all. And it's unimportant who writes better than whom. All sporting games lose their meaning. In this hour, the Olympics have stopped. The running paths have become paths of death. They each write better than the others, with dignity and slowly, following the rule of never speaking, which is self-evident. Because we no longer care about the skies, nor about those miserable laws of morality that are still vulgarized by sprinters. All that is necessary was explained and comprehended a long time ago. The names of the gods were learned, skateboarding lessons completed. In their poems, they proudly shed a few tears for us because we are so few, because no one cares about Chimborska on sale or the lonely books that have supplanted our poor biographies. The girl counting the symbolic gravestones climbs on each one of them. How unfortunate! An older woman, ready to leave, pulls her by the hand. Unexpectedly, more ill than the wind, the daughter of the gods of Olympus affected my heart. Jasmine, which in Persian means the gift of God. For me, she is literally a jasmine broken by wind, which closes books and cools soups. In their poems, there is the essential, the most important question, which fades the sky and all morals. They postulate with silly journalist lips. Where is that poetry? The child sitting on a gravestone responds, right here. And where is that cursed happiness that we return to again and again in our childhoods? Oh, how I want for her to read these lines when she grows up.
Supersized plant can't negotiate built road with deftness. Moved at night instead through purpose ways in corn. A light with warning no for comfort of the handler, who glances up sometimes and grins or what, like leading a barn on a leash. A little fog collects around its trim. From his high cab the driver rasps a hooter, nothing sleeping stirs. Stage right, the second juggernaut, the dawn comes on.
In the swimming pool. They would allow me in the frog pond at Palanga in order to teach me how to swim. The teacher was strict. You had to do the little star right away, to swim with birds, then dive to the bottom to find the key. I had no sense of how I was doing there on the water. Much later, during my studies, I was writing a paper on a phrase found in Camus notebooks. I must write in the same way that I must swim, because my body requires it. My body in adolescence was ready enough to swim, to suit the lake's initiative. My daughter's body, swimming free without repression, would not pass muster in the kiddie pool. The lakes of books I swam across, as if drowning, each time I gasped more dramatically when I reached the store. My daughter's lettering, pressed all over my documents, is almost unwilled, resistant to doctrine, training and the coach whistle. In the swimming pool, we wave our separate flippers, just one body and blood in our sacramental chilies.